here I am starting week number 2, day number 1 of the C25K program. One thing I wanted to mention from my last video on Friday where I said I was going to push and run a 9th lap, and the reason why I wanted to push myself on Friday is because I knew that I would have a 2-day layover. So if I did overstress myself, then I would have 2 days to recover instead of just one. So fortunately, I didn't need those 2 days to recover. My hips were a bit sore on Saturday morning just from the, I guess, lack of use of those muscles. But this Monday morning, March the 23rd, I always got to check my watch to make sure what day of the week it is and what day of the month it is. And I'm doing just fine. My energy level's a little bit low, so I loaded up on a little bit of caffeine and I ate a couple of ounces of Raisin Bran cereal for some carbohydrates to see if that'll make a difference in my energy level and the way I feel. Everything else is still the same. Wearing the same old tight clothes, same cotton shirt, same cotton undershirt, same blue jeans and shoes. Fortunately, my feet have not been giving me any problems. My knees haven't been hurting or anything like that, which was a real fear. I used to get all kinds of random pains for no apparent reason when I was pre-op, when I was at 374. It may have been nerve pain, but that's all gone now. I haven't had those kinds of pains for almost 2 years now. So that's a little bit for the intro for tonight, I believe. The lady I'm dating still doesn't, well, I mentioned to her that I was starting this program, but I was kind of hoping she wouldn't actually remember it because I know how competitive she is, and we even went to like painting with a twist, which is an art class. You have an instructor which they provide all the materials for the class, and it's a 3-hour class, and the instructor stands there and tells you step by step how to paint whatever the current painting is for that day. It changes from class to class, but the lady I'm dating, she would paint on hers, then she would look at mine to make sure that my water or my rocks or my trees didn't look better than hers, and she'd go back and repaint hers real quick to make hers look better. So as I said, she's very competitive, so I need all the head start I can get on her. She can already run at least 1 mile. She just recently participated in a half marathon, a 5K marathon locally. She ran the first mile nonstop and then walked the other 2.5 miles. So if she knew that I was doing this, I think she would be killing herself trying to make sure that she was outdoing me and grilling me daily to find out how far along I am. So I'm going to keep this on the down low as long as possible before she finds out, because I want to at least be able to run 1 mile to keep up with her. And then we'll go from there. Then we'll start the real competition between us. She likes to compete. So that about wraps it up for the intro. I'm going to head out there. The temperature outside's in the low 70s right now. It felt really nice. The sun's not beating down too bad. It's around 5:30, 5:45, and sun's going down. Temperature's right. Humidity's right. Let's get to work. Well, that's the end of workout 1 for week 2, or I should say week 2 workout 1. Of course, I made the classic mistake most guys make, and I did not RTFM, read the freaking manual. I was expecting week 2 to be just a repeat of week 1, and I was wrong. It was actually a change up, and the IT people like myself would call that a PIDCAC problem. It's P as in Paul, I as in igloo, B as in boy, K as in keyboard, A as in apple, C as in chair. PIDCAC. That means when the computer has an error and people call in with problems, we say it's a PIDCAC problem because the problem is usually between the keyboard and the chair, meaning the user. That's pretty common problem. So I didn't read the manual. And what that meant was I didn't expect to have 6 runs tonight instead of 8 6-minute-and-a-half runs, 50% further. So when I was on breath 21, 22, then I hit on breath 23, then breath 26, and I'm like, I must be really off on my counting. And finally, when I hit like breath 30, 31, it finally dinged, told me it was time to walk. So This time it was 6.5 minute runs, each run having I believe it's a 2 minute cool down walk between them, or maybe just a minute and a half between each one. So I did manage to do all 6. My breath was pretty controlled the whole time. Getting around lap 4, I didn't exactly hyperventilate, but I did have some really fast, heavy breathing going on for less than 20 breaths. I was counting my breaths to see how long it took me to get it back under control, but it was like, so it wasn't a slow, even measured breaths. Like, that's what I shoot for when I'm jogging: deep, slow, even controlled breaths. So even though I did not want to finish lap number 6, I still finished it because I wasn't hyperventilating to the point where it was completely out of control. So I managed to do it all. The whole, I think it's 31 minutes total this time. 5 minutes of warm up, 6 repetitions of walking, running a minute and a half, walking a minute and a half, and 5 minutes of cool down. A little bit of stretching to keep my muscles warmed up, keep them from cramping or anything. Taking some of the advice I just got today off of the Bariatric Pal website. And yeah, that's about it. I was really surprised that I was able to make all 6 laps tonight, considering it was actually 50% further than what I was doing last week. And I mean, this is literally the 4th workout. So let's see how we do on Wednesday night. I have 1 day of rest to recuperate. My butt muscles are hurting pretty good right now. They're pretty sore. It's that, I don't know if you call it the back strap. It's not the, if I can back up a little bit here, it's not the sides of my hips. It's the center of my butt that's hurting right now. Last week it was the sides of my hips. So apparently I'm getting the sides in shape, and it's the backs of my hips now that are needing to get in shape. So this is Joe Saint signing out from VSG land. Keep pimping that sleeve. This is just a little tour of the kitchen area where they give us our free cereal. As you can see, a little dispenser here with the Cheerios on one side and the Raisin Bran on the other, and our free coffee area. Man, these guys make some strong coffee. Looks like it's about halfway full right now, so whoever made the coffee last must not have been one of those Army Ranger types. And here is the Coke machine. This thing, I believe, dispenses canned Cokes. Let's see what the current price is. $1 for a canned Coke, so you know that the owner, he's on an anti-sugar thing right now. And right next to it is the free bottled water. So he wants to make sure that we have plenty of water as a substitute for drinking sugary drinks. And it looks like we've got a new supply of water in, so you can see we have plenty of water on hand to refill all the coolers we have stashed around the place. There's multiple coolers around on each floor and each building, so we have plenty of water on hand. And I just want to show you the other water cooler right here. This is the workout area, so you can see this one stays stocked up good too, or should I say stocked up well. And just a little pan of the workout area. You can see the different treadmills, 2 elliptical walkers, and the weight machines. We even have some of those fancy Bowflex dumbbells with the knobs on the end that allows you to adjust the weight to your liking. Although I have to say they may need oil on these because the knobs are a little bit tough to adjust on one pair. I'm going to have to edit this out because it's not very steady, especially zooming in and zooming out.